Should black women get reparations for being slaves? The answer is no, because the majority of them weren't slaves. The majority of slaves were black men in this country. Half of them were slaves, but the majority of them were slave owners. Many black women were slave owners back in the day. But they're not going to teach you that in school, that black women owned slaves. The black ones that owned slaves were women. It was black women that owned slaves, not black men. Like I said before, and I'm going to say this again, they're not going to teach you in schools that black women had slaves. And the slave master give black women the slaves, you know, to slave their own people. That's why black women are the biggest sellouts, the biggest traders. That's why nobody likes black women and stuff like that. That's why I can't stand the majority of them. That's why they shouldn't get a penny. A few black women were slaves. I'm not going to say they weren't enslaved, but a few black women were enslaved. But the majority of them weren't enslaved. They was living by master. They were house Negroes, by the way. And the black men were field Negroes. The field Negroes was, you know, fighting against the master, while the house Negroes were living happily after. They was fed good and everything, and the white men be giving black women land and slaves and everything. So black women shouldn't get a dime. They shouldn't get reparations. Reparations is only for black men, because black men suffer the most in this country, which is called America. Black women shouldn't get a dime. They're the biggest race traders on the planet. So no, black women shouldn't get reparations like black men. Black men are the only ones should be getting reparations and stuff like that. That's all I have to say here.